Ever wondered how Africa's leadership landscape is evolving and where it's headed in the coming decade? Today, we'll delve deep into the heart of African leadership, exploring its current dynamics, the transformative role of the youth, and how economic and technological advancements are redefining governance across the continent. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on insights that will shape your perspective on the future of Africa. The current landscape of African leadership. To anticipate the future of African leadership, it is vital to gain a comprehensive grasp of the current state of affairs. The African leadership landscape is characterized by its astonishing diversity, reflecting the continent's complex history and varied experiences. In some African nations, democracy flourishes, allowing for peaceful transitions of power and vibrant political scenes. A notable example is Nigeria, often hailed as the most populous democracy in Africa, where elections play a central role in shaping leadership. The political dynamism in countries like Nigeria exemplifies the potential for democratic governance to thrive on the continent. However, a stark contrast emerges in other parts of Africa, where authoritarian regimes persist and political instability prevails. Nations like Eritrea stand as stark examples where a single leader has maintained power for decades, embodying the leaders for life's phenomenon that remains prevalent in some African countries. These disparities underscore the multifaceted nature of African leadership, where governance styles and political systems can vary significantly even within the same region. Understanding this intricate tapestry of leadership is fundamental to making informed predictions about Africa's political future. The diverse paths taken by different nations shape the continent's trajectory, with lessons to be learned and challenges to be addressed on the road ahead. The role of youth in shaping African leadership. One of the most transformative trends reshaping African leadership is the surging prominence of young leaders. Africa holds the distinction of being the world's youngest continent, with a staggering 60% of its population aged under 25. This profound demographic shift has kindled a fervent desire for change, innovation, and enhanced accountability in governance. This youth-driven transformation is exemplified by leaders like Félix Tshisekedi of the Democratic Republic of Congo and Emmanuel Macron of France. Tshisekedi's election at the age of 55 symbolized new hope for a nation long mired in political turmoil. His ascent to power was not just a change in leadership, but a testament to the increasing influence of younger generations in shaping political landscapes. Macron, while not African-born, represents a global trend where youthful leaders are redefining traditional politics. His victory in France demonstrated that youthful energy and fresh perspectives can resonate with voters and bring about significant political change, economic development, and African leadership. The intertwining of Africa's economic trajectory with its leadership is a profound factor shaping the continent's future. Africa is currently in the midst of significant economic growth, driven by a combination of factors. Urbanization, rapid infrastructure development, and the emergence of a burgeoning middle class are contributing to this transformative trend. Projections from the African Development Bank a promising picture, estimating that Africa's GDP is poised to reach a staggering $5.6 trillion by 2025. This substantial economic growth not only signifies Africa's increasing economic importance on the global stage, but also presents a wealth of opportunities and challenges for its leadership. African nations are taking bold steps to leverage this economic potential. Countries like Ethiopia are making substantial investments in critical infrastructure. Projects such as the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, which not only bolster domestic development but also regional integration and cooperation. In parallel, nations like Rwanda are strategically focusing on technology and innovation as key drivers of economic growth. Rwanda's commitment to becoming a technology hub in Africa exemplifies the forward-thinking approach that some African leaders are adopting. Technological advancements and governance. The winds of change are sweeping through Africa's governance landscape as technology takes center stage. This digital revolution is ushering in a new era of transparency, efficiency, and citizen engagement in public administration. E-governance initiatives are at the forefront of this transformation. These innovative approaches leverage technology to streamline government processes, reducing bureaucratic red tape and enhancing transparency. They offer citizens greater access to information, services, and opportunities to participate in decision-making. Kenya's Huduma Centers are a shining example of this progress. These centers provide citizens with a one-stop shop for a wide range of government services through a single digital platform. This not only simplifies interactions with the government, but also minimizes opportunities for corruption and ensures that services are delivered efficiently. Mobile technology has been a game changer in Africa, with mobile banking and payment systems like M-Pesa empowering millions economically. These innovations enable financial inclusion for those who were previously excluded from the formal banking sector, driving economic growth and reducing poverty. Challenges and obstacles. As Africa gazes into its future, it does so with an awareness of the formidable challenges that must be surmounted. These challenges, ranging from systemic corruption to persistent security concerns and healthcare disparities, present complex obstacles on the path to progress. Corruption stands as a significant impediment to development. It siphons off precious resources that could otherwise be allocated to essential services and infrastructure. African leadership must commit to robust anti-corruption measures, including transparent governance, stringent accountability mechanisms, and institutional reforms. This collective effort is essential to root out corruption and ensure that public funds are directed toward the betterment of society. Security concerns, including terrorism and regional conflicts, continue to cast shadows of instability over certain African regions. Resolving these conflicts demands collaborative, diplomatic approaches. African nations must unite to address the root causes of conflict, promote peacekeeping efforts, and foster regional cooperation to establish lasting stability. Healthcare disparities persist as a pressing challenge, affecting millions of vulnerable citizens who lack access to quality healthcare services. Leadership must prioritize investments in healthcare infrastructure, ensure equitable distribution of resources, and implement policies that guarantee healthcare access for all. Predictions for African leadership in 2030. As we look ahead to 2030, several predictions can be made about the future of African leadership. The continent will likely witness a more interconnected and dynamic leadership landscape. Young leaders inspired by the desire for change and greater accountability will continue to rise to prominence. Economic growth is expected to be substantial, driven by infrastructure development, foreign investments, and a burgeoning middle class. However, economic disparities may persist, emphasizing the importance of inclusive policies. Technological advancements will further shape governance, with digital platforms playing a pivotal role in engaging citizens and improving public services. Yet, leaders must be vigilant in addressing the digital divide to ensure that technology benefits all segments of society. In conclusion, the future of African leadership is marked by both optimism and challenges. Navigating this path requires visionary leaders who can harness economic growth, embrace technology, and address pressing issues like corruption and security. Africa's destiny is inextricably linked to the evolution of its leadership, making it a topic of global significance and interest. As we move forward, it is essential to monitor these trends and support positive developments that contribute to the continent's growth and prosperity. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of African leadership trends. If you found this insightful or have predictions of your own, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more content that challenges and enlightens.